I'm starting my trip in the Prague airport, but instead of going to the capital, I'm jumping in a car and driving the opposite direction. I will be exploring the north of Czechia and staying in 3 separate locations before going to Prague and staying a few more nights there. My first stop is castle ruins, which sit on top of the hill, overlooking the surroundings. Its stone walls and quiet atmosphere make it a magical place full of history. These are the May holidays, so I can expect more visitors in popular places as I travel. I have reached a top 20 city in Czechia, Karlovy Vary. It was founded in 14th century by the Bohemian king and Roman emperor Charles IV. Karlovy Vary is also the most visited spa town in Czechia. My main destination in the region is Loket castle. It looked impressive in the pictures and I thought I need to see this in real life. The castle was built in the 12th century, once known as the impregnable castle of Bohemia because of its thick walls. It is administered by the Loket Castle Foundation since 1993 and preserved today as a museum and a national monument. It is located on a massive rock surrounded on 3 sides by the Or river. You can spend a lot of time here and walk around the castle and also the town of Loket. I still have some time to go back to Karlovy Vary and see something there. The architecture is impressive in the city and I am exploring the area next to a huge Pecherovka bottle, which is a Czech drink, and checking out the center of the city. The next day I am having the longest drive planned to my next accommodation, so I'm leaving Karlovy Vary pretty early. I am rewarded with great views of fog near the mountains for getting up earlier.
Okay, I arrived in this interesting weird place. So I passed the power plant and I saw even more of them in the distance. Well, I can't see them properly, so I will try to fly a drone here and see them. Looks like here has been a big storm. These trees are all bent down. Okay, I'm starting to see the place I was looking for. A lot of stones appear in the forest. Yeah, sure, it looks impressive. But how about a field of stones without trees in the middle of the forest? Well, this is it. This place is huge, and surprisingly there are no trees. So almost no trees, and so many stones in the place.
This place apparently formed during Ice Age and you can see a field of rocks, even when looking from the satellite pictures. I didn't meet a single person here. The field is around 1 kilometer away from the main road, but it actually wasn't that hard to find it. Not a touristy place for sure, but a really unique one. I have reached one of the biggest Czech cities, Ústí nad Labem, but I don't have time for stopping here today. I'm driving to a Hrensko, a village near the border with Germany. There are impressive gorges and cliffs that I thought I just need to include in this trip. I'm suspicious that it will be overcrowded, as it is a holiday, and I was right.
Well, this is definitely the worst day I could come here. This place is full with Polish cars, German cars, and of course local cars. Now I'm in a queue in a full parking. Well, looks like I'm just gonna give up on this place because it's just insanity.
The idea of an overcrowded area and long walking to get there doesn't sound that fun, and I decided to continue driving to my next accommodation and explore that area instead. I'm staying in a small town called Zelezny Brod, which I chose randomly. Its population is 6,000 and it's quite small and peaceful. It's time to enjoy my last full day with the car. The drive is pretty scenic, as I will take smaller roads. And I traveled to this interesting dam in the countryside, the Royal Forest Dam. It's known for its fairy tale-like architecture. It's quite early, but I see people arriving already to see the dam, so I guess it's quite popular in the area, and I definitely recommend coming here early. My journey continues to Bromosko protected area to see very impressive cliff formations. Parkings are full here, so I have to park at the nearest village and walk up the mountain where the entrance is. Of course, I ended up exploring the path that was smaller and didn't even go to the main path, but it was nice. The main cliff formations are quite impressive, and many people are here to see them. It's time to go to the historic town of Jaromer, where I'm staying my third night. It's known for the Josefov fortress, and that's where I'm staying. I have never stayed in a fortress before, so this should be interesting. This is also home to one of the biggest metal festivals in Europe, Brutal Assault. I attended one 15 years ago. It's nice to come here again after all these years. This was the first time when I used local rent to rent a car. Picked it up at the airport and I'm giving it back near a shopping mall in Prague. It's time to start exploring Prague and see what it has to offer. I'm staying near the TV tower, so of course I have to go up there and see the whole city from above. Also, there's a list of other towers around the world. Still a lot to visit. Of course, going to the old town in Prague is a must, and walking over the most popular bridge in the city. During the day it's full of visitors, and it looks really busy. There is also a park in the area where I'm staying. There is a statue in the top of the hill with nice views. I managed to take a wrong path again and ended up in a place where no one is supposed to walk for sure. This is a good place for train spotters though, as they go right beneath this path. So I have crossed the mountain and arrived in an area on the opposite side. There are a few interesting sculptures in this area. I guess I'll just take a break from filming and seeing touristic places and just rest in my remaining time in Prague. This was my Czechia itinerary. I guess I could call it Northern Czechia, as I didn't go south or east. But one thing is clear, there are many things to see in Northern Czechia, and it offers many scenic drives. Thank you for watching and see you soon.